Okay, so Oda just revealed Shanks' mom and Rox and Harold also fighting over something. I don't know what it is, but so I guess this is an update from chapter 1158. So since I don't actually follow the manga these days, I tend to watch clips to get a bit of heads up on what's going on and what I've missed. And shout outs to Anime Apro. I'll leave the link to the channel down below. You go check them out. Amazing channel if you want to get updates on the manga side of the anime and maybe some hints and stuff you missed in the anime. He explains everything. You will love that channel, trust me. So I'm not gonna talk too much. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like on the video. Hold on, where is it? Subscribe, leave a like on the video. Trying to get to 3K. Have any other animes you would love for me to check it out? Just drop it in the comment section. I love anime to the extent that I need more to watch, bro. I'm running out of anime, bro. Give me more. Okay, so let me stop talking, right? And let's get right into the video. Where is it? Okay. So let's see what this is about.
The epicness continues this chapter that features Rox, Roger, Blackbeard, and even Harold turning on Zebek, Shanks' mom, and Shanks and Shamrock making an appearance, and more happens in this insane chapter of Legends. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Now, chill the parking within and smash that like button if you enjoy seeing One Piece videos like this one on the channel and want to keep them coming. Make this the video you join the knockout by subscribing if you haven't and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss future One Piece reviews and updates. And now, without further ado, let's jump into it, spoilers and all. This chapter has the very hyped title of Rox versus Harold, which was the potential fight set up last chapter, as Harold was told by the world government that he and Elbaf would be allowed to join them only if they killed Rox. This kind of thing was what I speculated could have been the cause of the dead look in his eyes from his older portrait compared to the hopeful and determined look he's had throughout the flashback. Having to betray your friend and principles, even if you tell yourself it's for the greater good, has to have an effect on the ruler in question, who you could say sold his soul for the gold. We start off with a bang, with even the cover story dropping a huge bomb. The narrator writes Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage, Volume 40.
Am I missing something? Hold on, let me keep watching. Maybe I'm missing something.
The Pirate of Justice lies here. Yamato, Ocho, and Kikunojo are leaving the grave of the hero who fought Kaido from last chapter, where they have placed flowers, and the name on the grave is Kozuki Moria, if you can believe it. Last chapter, we were told this hero fought against Kaido to protect his village, but perished without leaving a body behind. So many things here obviously point to Gecko Moria, who we know fought Kaido in the past and wanted revenge, being Kozuki Moria himself, and thus a member of the Oden and Mononosuke clan. His body wasn't found because he survived, and it also makes more sense why Ryu...
Wait, so does it also mean what's it called? Yamato is related. Okay, where is Yamato's mom? Like, I think I missed that part in the anime because I stopped reading before we go to Wano, so I think I missed a lot.
Ryuma's corpse was with him at Thriller Bark, along with his blade Shisui. Crazy to think of him as a hero after what we know about him. Crazy to think of him as a hero, but not shocking for One Piece, which continuously shows us characters that have lost their way at some point, and this chapter, from the looks of it, will be about how Harold did.
So Gakumori is from Wano.
So the chapter itself starts in the Oro Jackson, pretty hype, where Roger is unhappy about Shakky quitting the Kuja Pirates. The last time they fought, Roger noticed that Shakky seemed sick, so he was worried about her. Of course, this is probably the love sickness for Rayleigh that caused her to leave. We get more information about this. When Shakky quit the Kuja Pirates, she left a letter for Rayleigh to go meet her. But Rayleigh didn't want to bind himself to anyone. Bro, so crazy how cool he played it when every other guy was practically drooling all over her, chasing her, and of course this Roger probably just made her even crazier about him. Then Roger decided to go visit Shakky's bar. A while after that, 40 years ago, we see Holy Knight Garling talking with the 5 elders at Mauricio. Garling informed them...
I remember people were pissed on X over Garling's hair not being red. Like, someone made a fan art and the hair was red. I mean, the red definitely looks sick. But bro, you can tell Oda what to do,
about God Valley, an island where he stayed for a...
I know I said on post, but I have to, hey, this is a react video. And also, I won't be surprised if it was initially red And because of what you guys did, Oda was like, okay, so you guys want to play that trick, huh? Bah, change it to yellow. I won't be surprised
short
if that was a
while
thing.
during a mission. Fun to see this knowing he'll become an elder himself 40 years later. Garland goes on to explain that he tried to convince the God Valley people to join the world government,
right?
but it was impossible. God Valley possessed a lot of resources that were extremely valuable to them. Oda really makes his politics in One Piece realistic. Resources are in fact what a lot of intervention is about in the real world as well. But Garland also made an unbelievable discovery. He says, "It was something I didn't expect at all. I'm certain the Great One will be pleased, probably Imu. Henceforth, I strongly recommend the tournament in 2 years to be hosted in God Valley." So in addition to him being a Holy Knight star there, he also chose the place and is the reason it was there. We then cut to Hachinosu, aka Pirate Island. According to Shakky's rules, pirates who come to her bar are not allowed to fight in the bar, and thus we get very legendary figures who'd otherwise be fighting on site, able to run into each other and talk to each other in a way that would otherwise never happen. Perhaps no better example of this happens between Rox and Roger, as we're about to see. But anyways, the narrator notes that therefore many powerful pirates can be seen inside the bar drinking and talking without any fighting. We then get another thing that's very interesting to me. Shakky noticed that Rox was very happy and fulfilled as she jokingly asked him if he was not in love with her anymore. Big Mom even laughs, saying he probably met another woman. Rox angrily tells them that it was supposed to be a top secret. So to me, this is interesting based on how everyone reacted to Shakky last chapter, even Whitebeard, who clearly has Miss Buckin on call. It has me wondering, is Shakky's allure waning already? Or if not, what is this legendary woman that could make her unimportant in the legend Rox's eyes? Whitebeard doesn't understand what's happening, and Stussy says to him, "You can't tell?" Then she thinks to herself that Rox's happy face was not just for a woman, he probably got a kid too. And perhaps that's the big thing that made him less preoccupied with Shakky. Right? And we all know that that kid is probably Blackbeard. And can we just take a moment to appreciate how Miss Buckin was actually way more likable at this age than in the present, at least for me? Definitely not hard to imagine Whitebeard being Weevil's dad, just saying when you take that into account. Suddenly, Roger pirates come into Shakky's bar to see her, but not the one Shakky wants to see the most, ironically. This is the funny part to me though. Although there's no fighting in the bar, we're told Roger defeated all the pirates in the large line outside of the bar to enter first. So this bar is definitely a good place to find the strongest pirates if that's a way to get in faster. Random pirates in the bar can't believe that the Roger pirates are here and are even taking pictures of them. So even in Rox's era, the Roger pirates were very famous. Rox, though, confronts Roger. This confrontation is on the largest scale imaginable when you think about how big these figures are, both the faces of their respective eras here. Rox says, "Roger, how many times I gotta tell you that this is my island?" Then Roger responds, "And this is Shakky's bar. No fighting among customers, right? Stop yapping, you porcupine." That's pretty actually funny when you think about it. Porcupine. He does kind of look like that, especially in the silhouettes too. And consider that even during the time that Rox ruled the era, Roger had no problem talking to him with that Pirate King energy on Rox's own island. You gotta respect that. And now here we go. Shakky asks the Roger pirates if Rayleigh was there, but they say bro stayed on the ship avoiding her. Rayleigh really played hard to get, and as we know, it paid off. Hearing that, we see the love sickness in full effect. She turns sad and faints. It's funny, she wants the one guy she seemingly can't have, for now at least. Damn, everyone chasing after her, but Rayleigh...
The farmers, right? The ones who act like, I don't give a damn. Oh, that is crazy, bro. So does it also mean if Luffy doesn't fall in love with what's her name? Boa, she's going to fall sick? Because I believe if you're not able to live with the one you're in love with, you fall sick and then you pass away or something, right? No, bro. To be sad for Boa
making her
bro.
chase after him.
I kinda feel bad,
Question is, who is gonna be chasing after Zoro like dense, this? Bro. The Straw Hat equivalent of Rayleigh. I mean, the Princess of Wano, then cut to the underworld in Elbaf. We see that Harold and Rox were fighting each other during 2 epic double pages. Loki and Hyruden were watching the colossal battle, but even they couldn't withstand the impact of Harold and Rox's attacks. Rox is very angry with Harold. A lot of stuff happening there. So we finally see that Harold was manipulated by the world government into fighting Rox successfully. Also, even Loki, kid or not, couldn't withstand the impact of the clashes. Pretty epic stuff and definitely builds up Harold and by extension Loki's future potential. Despite the size difference, anyone clashing on equal footing with Rox is very impressive. Obviously, we also see that Rox is angry with Harold, which I get because he traded their friendship to pretty much become a government lapdog. Yeah. And I personally definitely respect what we've seen so far from Rox, more than what we've seen so far from Harold, but let me know if you disagree in the comments. Rox screams, "Harold, how could you of all people be manipulated by the world government?" Harold responds, "Of course, I had my hesitation. Like, is this something I want to accomplish even if it means killing a friend? Question mark. And to me, it makes it even worse that he does truly view Rox as a friend and he makes it clear here. Keep in mind, Rox was always very clear that Harold was his good friend. Harold didn't use...
Hold on, why am I starting to feel like Rox is actually not a villain? And it's more of someone who's actually trying to... Even though he's saying he wants to rule the world, maybe that's his way of helping people get out of control or free the world from the world government. Because... And okay, let me forget what I'm coming to say. But what if Teach is actually painting himself as a villain, but in the end, we realize he's not actually a villain? Which is kind of crazy because the amount of people this guy has killed just to get their powers is despicable. Anyways.
The same words when speaking about Rox though. So one might have thought that from his perspective, he didn't feel that close to Rox the way Rox felt towards him. But this makes it clear he did and he knows he's his friend, and yet we still get this betrayal. Rox says, "Don't give me that bull. At the end, you are still doing their bidding." Very true. If you ask me, Team Rox all the way right here. He adds, "You are just a fool. You're being used." Although they both attacked each other with powerful attacks, actually neither of them wanted to truly kill the other. So the fight ended in a draw. So I guess we can't be sure how the fight would have ended if they went all out, but at least Harold had something holding him back. He's not a complete monster and he can't just completely betray a friend like that. I'd like to think that Rox would have wrecked him if he wasn't his friend, but Harold is clearly a beast in his own right, so I don't want to jump to conclusions here. So in this way, Harold didn't get what he wanted with the world government, and yet he still tainted his character with betrayal and ruined the friendship with someone who really valued it. I mean, you guys saw how defensive Rox got if anyone said anything less than positive about Harold, like Kaido for instance. Rox says, "Then this marks the end of our friendship. I won't invite you ever again." So it also marks the end of Rox trying to get Harold to join the Rox Pirates, which has been going on forever. And very sad in my opinion. I'm sorry that Harold turned out the way he did. Even if you make the argument he had good intentions, which clearly from his perspective he did, I still
even
don't
if
like
he had good intentions. Like Harold
says, "I'm a king. I would never risk the lives of my precious subjects by joining a villain destined for failure like you." Obviously, though, we do have kings that would join forces with a quote-unquote villain in the eyes of the world government, like Luffy, for example. So it's not as clear-cut as Harold is suggesting. The destined for failure bit is interesting though. If he knows Rox will fail, then it's easier to understand why he doesn't want to tie his land's fate to him. But still, bro, at least don't be the one to kill your friend. The narrator says the bizarre friendship between the two ended without a victor, and they won't meet again until the day of that incident, which I assume is the God Valley incident, but let me know if you got a different idea. And who knows, maybe Harold will still play an important role in Rox's eventual defeat since they will meet again in that incident. From then on, Loki waited for Rox to return on the Elbaf coast while he read the news about Rox. Ida told him a lot of times that Rox won't come, and then we see Loki has begun to open up to Ida. Very cute, I love to see that. Last page of the chapter takes place 39 years ago in God Valley, West Blue. We see a red-haired woman. We only see her from behind though, walking with a baby stroller with twin babies in it. The villagers say how cute they are, and they notice too that the babies inherited the woman's red hair. So of course, if you haven't guessed it yet, I mean, it's pretty obvious this is Shanks along with Shamrock and their mother.
But how was Shanks in a gold chest with all that fortune in it? Right? Like, was the father giving the son away, or he was trying to protect him from the world government? Bro, I keep having this
as if this chapter needed another big name to enter its pages, but Oda is over-delivering lately with these flashback chapters, and I absolutely love it. The villagers say that they will pray in order for the babies to grow up as smart as their mother. A very interesting trait to be pointed out about Mother Shanks, her intelligence, and they say that they will help the woman to take care of the baby since the father is absent and the woman is very grateful. We know Garling was already at God Valley, so everything would seem to match up there for him being the father. One of the villagers asks the woman about the names of the babies.
So maybe
the chapter ends with a panel of the twin babies while their mother says their names. She says they are Shanks and Shamrock. Interesting that she said Shanks first. So there we have it, another epic flashback chapter, and let's enjoy that.
Hold on. Who is Shamrock? You guys should let me know in the comment section. Like, who is it? Because you guys are not reading. Those of you reading the manga, let me know. Who is Shamrock? Where is he? Is he alive? Is he dead? Because why would you put one of your kids in? Okay, so I'm thinking right now, she made one of the kids a lapdog for the world government and then freed the other one into the world. Maybe. Damn. Okay. So this. Hold on. Where is it? How do I even get back? Okay. So One Piece is actually becoming a lot more interesting these days, bro. I might have to start reading the manga again. Damn, I have a long way to go because if I want to read the manga again from Wano, I mean, I've watched Egghead already, right? So I can just skip that part. Or maybe start from where I am currently on the anime side of things and continue from there and catch up to you guys because I think I'm missing a lot and I don't want to be watching the anime where I'll end up missing something important. The first reason why I wasn't able to keep reading the manga was because I was in the hospital. So now that I'm back, thank God I didn't. Anyways, yeah, that's the end of the video, bro. I was feeling a bit lazy, so I just wanted to react to something. I was supposed to go live, but I was feeling a bit lazy, so I was like, let me just react to something to warm up for more content to come. And also, I've gotten the mic, the cameras, everything for the vlogging, so we're starting very soon. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss them. Okay, subscribe, bro. It's free. Even if you're not going to be a casual viewer or friend of mine to come have a conversation with me here, you can just tune in once in a while and be like, oh, let me see, maybe Big drop something. You never know. You might even watch one of the videos one day and see your name in it, shout outs and all that. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe. Like I said, leave a like on the video. Thanks for your support. We're trying to get to 3K now. It was your boy BI to the G. And I'll catch you in the next one. Y'all stay blessed, bro. Let me go get something to eat. Peace.